from dust, we came from nothing, and now we're here. We have names, we have the color of our eyes, we have the purpose in our hearts. And that gives me calmness. Because I've been diagnosed with advanced, progressive, metastatic cancer. I don't know why they make it so complicated to say it. Like, the diagnosis is not already complicated enough. But so they didn't even say don't think of stage 4. You're more advanced than that. Easier way to think. And last Wednesday, I went to my oncologist, and she said, "We are so impressed." That's the word. We are so impressed how you come here with advanced stage and still able to stand up, walk, laugh, smile, and bring donuts. Because I always bring them donuts. Sometimes I wonder, maybe they want me to come back here every time because I always bring them donuts. But she said, how they are very impressed. And in my heart, I was like, if she's a Christian, she would switch the word impress to a miracle. Because it is truly a miracle. Now, like what Sister said, I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. No, none of us know. None of us know, and that's the gift of God in our heart. We don't need to know. We just need to remember. We breathe, we serve, we live for one God and one God alone. And that in everything that we do, like what Sister said, I really appreciate that when everything we do it for God. Yes. There'll always be smile behind the tears. There'll always be strength behind the weaknesses. And there'll always be confidence, because our confidence, it's not coming from us. Not everybody understands that when we say it's all up to God. What I always hear is that, no, you have to trust in yourself. But myself won't exist without God. That's the reality. And we are weak. But man, we can smile and we can wake up every day because we know God is already ahead of us. And God is always with us. Amen. Oh, I really would like to thank this beautiful day, this great opportunity that God brought us here, because this is such a blessing to be with people who are your brothers and sisters in the same faith. I was telling my brothers, so my brother-in-law, he was the one who brought us here, and this was our very first time to go to a Christian camp. Like, we would go as a family, we would go to some camps, but this is the first time we went to I always don't know how to pronounce it, Elam camp. And I was like, oh my gosh, it feels so good to feel that you belong. Because everybody was praying, before dinner, and then breakfast, they're very kind. You just know God is in their heart. In their eyes, they're always smiling. And I was telling my sister, oh my gosh, outside the church, outside the Christian community, why do we feel like we are the outsiders? Why do we feel that we are the outsiders? When we are at home, it feels like my brother's word, rejuvenating. It's calming. It's peace. So maybe my takeaway for this weekend is, yeah, maybe we are outsiders outside the church. But maybe the others who are not, who haven't accepted God yet, they may be feeling outsiders too. And how we felt when we were here, when we were at the camp, it's like, it's nice to be home here on earth while we wait to our real home in heaven. And maybe just through our smiles, and even Sister, we met her and her husband fishing yesterday, and they were like, oh my gosh, they're so kind, they're so nice. The first time we met, you know if the person has Christ in their hearts. And then my takeaway is, no matter what we're going through, whether it's health issue, whether it's finances, whether it's stress at work, other people need is hello and smile. And it's just a wonderful gift because that person, let's always ask, let's always work towards God in making other people think, what do they have? What do they have that makes them smile? That despite of what's going through, because we're all going through COVID. Anybody who's not familiar with COVID? Okay, nobody, because we're all going through COVID. But if the non-believer sees us, let's make them ask, what do they have? What makes them smile? What makes them never give up? And no matter what language we speak, the heart will understand. They have God. Thank you so much. Thank you for welcoming us, and thank you for the prayers.
Amen, sis.